Hi, Scorpio. My name is Darlene Dotson, and this is your Destiny of Truth for February of 2021. Now, Scorpio, on the 1st, we have the Sun in Aquarius in your 4th house, squaring Mars in Taurus in your 7th house. And you are your own worst enemy when it comes to partnerships, and taking action right now with a partnership that's going to meld your finances in a home situation. It could be, um, you know, how can I put that? It can be your home base. There's something you want to take action with in a partnership that is going to make you feel more secure in that partnership in a home based situation, or to make you feel stable. But it's not the time to move forward yet. There's some challenges that you've got to overcome before you can move forward here. Then on the 1st, we have Venus in Aquarius in your 4th house. Now, Venus, you know, is people in your family are going to love you, and they're going to show you this. You're going to love spending time at home. You're just making yourself more secure. And you're very giving and altruive with those who are in your family. You love your family and you're not afraid to show it. Now, on the 5th or the 6th, depending on the coast you're in, you've got Venus conjunct Saturn in Aquarius in your 4th house. Saturn restricts what it touches, and it's restricting Venus. And Saturn wants to restrict 4th house matter. It wants to, be cautious about a home based, issue that you want to change. It could be, with someone you love, but there's some kind of restriction happening for you in the 4th house, with those that you love. Now, on the 6th, we have got Venus in Aquarius in your 4th house, and that's squaring Uranus in Taurus in your 7th house. You want to change your partnerships, whether it's an intimate relationship, a business relationship, whatever. There's a relationship that you want to change to put you on more stable ground, to make you feel better. And with it being with Venus in the 4th house, it has to do with your family, okay? Like I said, you're very altruive with your family, you're very giving, but you've also pulled away from your family, because, you want one thing, they want another, so there's changes that have got to happen there in order for you to get on the same page. Not saying you can't, because you can. A square is just a challenge. It doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. There's just a challenge there. Now, on the 8th, we have got the Sun conjunct Mercury retrograde, and that's in Aquarius in your 4th house. And that is a combust situation. That's an argument, okay? And this is the 2nd time it'll hit. And it's in your 4th house of home and family. And all I can tell you is hold your tongue. Don't say anything, Scorpio. Think things out, okay? Because whatever you say here, okay, to your family, or that, Number one, it's going to make you feel bad. And number two, it's not going to fix anything because things are going to change because you don't have clarity right now anyway. Then on the 10th, we have Mercury in Aquarius in the fourth house, squaring Mars in Taurus in the seventh house. And you want to take action in a partnership. But that retrograde Mercury again in your fourth house, okay? You need to think things through before you take that action. You need to look at the whole situation in your home and family, okay? Yes, like I said, actions can be taken, but it's a retrograde. Think about it right now. Don't move forward unless it's something from the past, then you can move forward with it. Then on the 11th, okay, Venus is in Aquarius and it is conjunct Jupiter in Aquarius in your fourth house. Now, this can be a great aspect or a not so great aspect. Okay, if things have been going great with your family, then it's going to expand it in that way. But if they haven't been going so great with your family, it can go that way too, because Aquarius is a fixed sign. They can either be alone and expand that aloneness, or they can be altrusive and very want to do everything for everybody and expand it in that way. Okay? Now, we also have on the 12th or 13th, depending on where you live, we've got Mercury conjunct Venus in the fourth house in in Aquarius. And again, you can charm the socks off of people, okay? With this aspect. You are talking in a very loving way, very compassionate. You are being very altrusive with your words. You want to help, and this has to do with your home and family. They're the ones that you're speaking lovingly to. They're the ones that you're giving your all to. Now, the next day, on the 13th, we have a sextile. And I've said this before. A sextile, you can use it or you don't have to use it. That's up to you. You can let the energy pass you by and never lift a finger. But if you put the work into it, there's a good outcome, because you have got Mars in your home and family, okay, in the seventh house. And that's in Taurus, and it's sextiling Neptune in Pisces in the fifth house. And basically, if you take actions within your partnerships, you're going to overcome all those boundary issues that you have in your dating life, in your creative projects. And it could also be with your children, okay? Because Pisces rules Neptune. It's in its natural sign, and it's also up in your, it rules the natural 12th house. So, this is at the deepest level you can change those issues that you're having within that creative project with your children or with your dating life. You can change all that only if you take the actions that need to be taken with these partnerships. Now, on the 14th, we have Mercury conjunct Jupiter in Aquarius in your fourth house. And communications are going to be expanded with home and family issues. And it is a fixed sign. So again, it can be an altrusive way, a compassionate way where we're doing everything for everybody. You know, that everybody's in alignment. Or, okay, it could be that communications are being explosive because it is a fixed sign and I'm going to do things the way I want to do them, and that's it. Now, on the 17th, we have Saturn in Aquarius in the fourth house, okay, squaring Uranus in Taurus in the seventh house. You want to change your partnerships, okay? You want to put them on stable footing. But Saturn is restricting your movement in your home and family situation, okay? The home and family is just saying, nope, we're not going to do that. So, you know, there's changes going on there, okay? And you're going to have to overcome them to move forward, because then on the 18th, the sun moves in Pisces in that fifth house. And if you got a creative project going on, it's going to be great, because the sun in Pisces, you're shining your life. And if you've ever known a Pisces person, they are very creative, okay? And you're shining your light in that area. You can be compassionate and giving in fifth house matters. And just so you also know, the sun rules the fifth house, so it's in its natural home. Pisces isn't its natural home, but it's in its natural home. And you're ruling, you know, it's shining its light in creative endeavors. It's shining its light with children to be compassionate and understanding. Also compassionate and understanding in your dating life. You're just going to be that way. And that's a good thing, Scorpio. You know, it trines you. So any issues that arise here in these areas are going to be overcome very easily. Then on the 19th, we have Venus in Aquarius in your fourth house. And that is squaring Mars in Taurus in your seventh house. And again, the actions that you want to take in partnerships to get you more grounded, you know, there's going to be some challenges to be overcome with your family. You know, do they want to do everything their way, or is there compromises being made? You know, that's the issue here. This month is going to be a big month for you, Scorpio, with compromises and your family. Okay. Then on the 20th, we have Mercury moving direct in your home and family sector. You're going to get more clarity about the direction that you want to take with your family, about what you want to do with your family. And that's a good thing, because on the 24th, Mars in Taurus is in your seventh house. And that is going to be trining Pluto in Capricorn in your third house. And you're going to be able to communicate, transform the communications that you have with your partnerships that are going to make you feel more stable, that are going to give you what you need to be more grounded in your life, especially in communication matters, because communication hasn't been all that easy for you. Then on the 25th, we have Venus in Pisces in the fifth house. Now, Venus in Pisces in the fifth house, again, Pisces has no boundaries, okay? But they're very loving and compassionate. And they also are very intuitive and very creative. And you're going to be pouring your love into your children, into your creative projects, and into your dating life. This is where you're going to be pouring that energy. Now, also, I have been using for the month of February the Work Your Light Oracle cards. Okay, so we're going to shuffle them here. Okay, Scorpio, align your life, okay? And, you need to look at what's not working, okay? And it needs to go. There's some changes that you want to make, and it's time to change them. You have got to get your family on the same page as you, all right? You've got to get those you're going to move forward with in partnerships on the same page. You're just not, how can I say that? You want everybody on the same page. You want everybody healthy. You want everybody to live in a way that's good for you and good for them. But you've got to align your life. There are things that need to go, and you know this. And your family needs to understand that, you love them, okay? You love them very much, but the partnerships have to move in a positive direction that's good for everybody, okay? Again, compromise, you can't give everything to your family and them not give anything in return. It's got to be a two-way street where there are compromises reached. Yeah, we all have to go through phases. You love your family loves you. Sometimes, though, compromises have to be reached in order for things to move in a positive direction. And that's just what you've got to do this month. Don't make any decisions. Think things out, okay, and move forward then, unless it has to do with an issue of the past, and then you can move forward with it. Like, I just, as an example, I know one person, okay, and in the past they have tried to do this one thing. Well, they're going to try to do it again during this Mercury retrograde, and because it is an issue related to the past, they just might be able to pull it off, but we'll have to wait and see. And I know it'll be good for them if it happens. So, but that's just one person, okay? So you have to align your life And, what's not aligned in your life, make it aligned, change it. Okay? Bring everything to you that you need. Because again, with, Mars and Uranus being in Taurus in your seventh house, and Taurus rules the second house of finances, morals, ethics. Okay, these are the things that you want to change. Okay, you want to change your financial situation to be more stable. You want to change, what you value. And that's exactly, what you're doing. The changes need to happen within your partnerships and that you're in. And because of this, it's making you not think clearly, with regards to family. So just hold out until the end of the month, and then you'll know which direction to move in with your home and family. So, Scorpio, that is your astrological forecast for the month of February 2021. And I hope it helps you. I hope you have a blessed month. And I will see you in March. Bye.